In Star Trek, there's a thing called the holodeck. You walk up to the door of the holodeck and the computer says, "What do you want?" And then you just describe the experience you want to have. I want to have a drink in a 1930s style jazz lounge. I want to solve a murder mystery story. I want to see dinosaurs on a jungle safari. Whatever you can possibly imagine. The doors open, you walk through, and it's all around you. It's happening. There are characters, people to interact with, and it is totally real.
Program complete. You may enter.
Now, why do I mention this? Because I believe this is the thing that we are moving toward. This is something like this will be possible in the future. And then the question is, what are the steps that we take to get there? To me, clearly, the path to get there is AI, right? Right now, it's ChatGPT and Google Gemini and all the tools that we're using. This is the path. And Google VO3 is, I think, a very important step on that path. Nowhere close to the holodeck, but it's a step in that direction. So we're going to check out VO3 and play with how we can use it to learn English skills, right, in an interesting way. So let's check out some things that we can do right now, starting with learning idioms, phrases. It's useful to be able to see them, the things that you're learning, used by real people, right? So my prompt is, a man in his early 40s sits at a cluttered desk in a dimly lit office surrounded by stacks of paperwork. He rubs his temples, staring at a blinking cursor. And then I have some dialogue, and this contains phrases that I want to learn. Any updates on the merger? I wish I could tell you more, but my hands are tied until legal gives the green light. Hands are tied. Understood. Just keep me in the loop when things move. Will do. So I want to see these phrases in action in a little scene. And that's it. Those are the instructions. So here we go.
I wish I could tell you more, but my hands are tied until legal gives the green light. Understood. Just keep me in the loop when things move. Will do.
Right.
I wish I could tell you more, but my hands are tied until legal gives the green light. Understood. Just keep me in the loop when things move.
Now, what's different between seeing it as text and seeing it in a scene? Language is used in real-life human interactions. It's not just the text. It's not just the thing that is in the sentence. It's how it's said. It's the whole context. And that's what makes it stick, and that's what makes it feel more real. So let's try this. Let's try a few other things here. Here I have one person, and I want them to say a very specific thing. I want this person to say, "Don't count your chickens before they hatch." I'm making it a wizard, I don't know, just because that's fun. And it's memorable. This is another key part. Things that are memorable tend to be things that happen to us or things we experience. For whatever reason, our senses take in more. We tend to grab it more, right, and hold on to it more.
Okay. But a reminder for later. Don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Okay, now there could be more context there, and if you look at the subtitles, they're just nonsense. I don't know how to get rid of them.
But a reminder for later. Don't count your chickens.
It's just gobbledygook there. But the phrase is there, and that's a memorable image of the wizard saying that. Maybe a little more context is necessary. Okay, here's one that I made. I just wanted to see if I could. This is totally promotional, but yeah, here's this one.
I climbed to the top of Mount Everest to tell you that you should check out English Fluency in 90 Days. It's great. I climbed to the top.
You should. English Fluency in 90 Days is great. That's my English learning program. It uses AI. It's over 50 hours of video content. You're practicing. You're getting feedback. It's very dynamic, a little bit intense, but in a good way. So do check that out. Because, listen, she climbed all the way to the top of Mount Everest. To say that, it must be important. All right, let's see this one. Let's see, what phrases are we using for this one? Let's break down the tasks. I have to get around to my essay. Let's break down the tasks. We can keep up with the schedule, okay?
I have to get around to my essay.
Let's break down the tasks.
We can keep up with the schedule.
Okay, there's a little too much chemistry happening between those two. They're not really thinking about completing their essay. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Okay, now, can we learn anything else besides idioms, phrases, vocabulary in context? Yes. Pronunciation. Being able to see the mouth, right? And differentiate between small differences in sounds. And so you can create your own list of words and then create a mouth saying those sounds, which is very cool. Okay, so I gave it this list of beat, bit, bet, bat, and bite. Beat, bit, bet, bat, bite, right? The vowel sounds are different, and those are the only differences. These are called minimal pairs in pronunciation. So this is helpful for shadowing practice, for learning mouth positions. Here we go.
Beat, bit.
Beat, bit. And you can shadow by just looking at the mouth and trying to match it. Beat, bit.
Bet, bat, bite, bite, bet, bat,
Okay.
bite, bite, butt,
Bite, bite. I don't know why bite is there twice.
bite, bite, butt,
But that's pretty cool, right?
beat, bit, bet, bat, bite, bite, butt.
I don't know why those things show up. And I would like to see a little bit more difference in the mouth shape for example, E and I, but it's very close and I think looks really good. Now, this is a really weird one. I asked for a close-up of a speaker's mouth and then saying a specific sentence, the TH sound, and what I got was a peacock. So I tried again, and I got a parrot. I have no idea why this close-up of a speaker's mouth under natural studio lighting gave me a parrot. I have no clue. Very strange, but it's new, right? This is a new feature of that Google's whatever model. I'm not sure. 2.5. Yeah, 2.5 Pro.
Dearest creature in creation, study English pronunciation. I will teach you in my verse. Sounds like corpse, corpse, horse, and worse.
Now, for this one, I wanted to see how accurate it could be.
Dearest creature in creation,
There's this poem called The Chaos. And The Chaos is an incredibly difficult poem to read. I did the whole thing in a 40-minute video once. And it's very hard. I had to always go look up how to say this or that. So he says corpse, corpse, instead of, it should be corpse, core, I believe. So he gets one wrong, and I put a slash in between one, and he says the slash. So that was a mistake. I should just make it a very clean line of text. But in pretty good, honestly, quite good.
Dearest creature in creation.
Dearest creature in creation.
Study English pronunciation.
Study English pronunciation.
I will teach you in my verse.
I will teach you in my verse.
Sounds like corpse, corpse, horse, and worse.
Sounds like corpse, corpse, horse, and worse. And I believe it should be corpse, let's see, corpse, core, horse, and worse. Corpse, core, horse, and worse. So he got one wrong, but that's pretty good. And you can listen to a native speaker. You can say from Australia, from America, from wherever, female, male, old, young, a turtle, whatever you can imagine. And then you generate 8 seconds of video of that. Let's just, for fun, take a look at a few videos that other people have created with VO3.
What are you talking about? Look at her. It's clearly this one.
Are you tired of real doors cluttering up your house?
What's your favorite coffee order?
Blood type AB negative.
Every morning.
I am 240 years old.
Today, we are introducing the new revolution in personal hygiene. It's the new paper.
So when I think about AI and English language learning, I'm thinking about where is this going to go in the future? Where is this going to be in 10, 20, 30 years? Will we still be learning from other people? Will we still be studying things? Will we still be looking at textbooks? The answer is no, absolutely not. The future is maybe not exactly the holodeck, but something like that, where the experience is completely custom, bespoke, created by your imagination or shared by someone else who came up with something really cool. You experience this thing which adapts to you in real time, which knows your learning style, your preferences, and which doesn't feel like learning. When you walk into that Manhattan skyscraper and do those negotiations, you are practicing negotiation skills, rhetoric, right? Putting sentences together to persuade people, or how to convey information clearly, using accurate verbs and nouns and adjectives, right? So you're using all of the skills and you're improving those skills, but you're applying them in a situation. So maybe what happens is you first step into a module where you learn specific things. These are things you could say, let's prepare, right? Then you step into the negotiation room to actually do it. And then you go back and you learn a bit more, and then you go back and try it again. That is, I think, where we're going. So I'm very focused on creating experiences that are moving in that direction, because I think it's not just where I hope things go, it is where things will go. Education will not be. I'm more certain of this than I'm certain of anything. Education will not be what it is today, right now. It won't. It will be so different, and it won't feel like learning, studying, sitting there doing stuff. It won't. It'll be very personalized. It'll be very dynamic. It'll be fun. And we may even get rid of the category education, because we won't be able to differentiate it from gaming, right? Or storytelling. We won't know the difference. That's where it's going. So I think anything that moves in that direction is interesting and exciting and worth playing with. So that's why I wanted to show you what I think is a cool step, that you can now create sound too, and you can use it to learn something in context in a more immersive way. Very cool. I like it. All right. So that's it. Let me know what you think about VO3. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Get a free course in the links in the description. You can also check out the 7-day challenge. $7, 7 days, very challenging, a very interesting way to build the habit of using English every day. And of course, the most important thing of all, very important, extremely important.
I climbed to the top of Mount Everest to tell you that you should check out English Fluency in 90 days. It's great. I climbed to the top of Mount Everest to tell you.
If she's willing to climb to the top of Mount Everest to say that, what can I say? What else can I say? I mean, that's so impressive. So thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate that. Check that out for her, not for me, for her. Check it out in the links in the description right at the top. And I'll see you in the next one.